Hi, I'm Brien Lundin. I'm at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver. And joining me is Charles Funk, the Vice President of Exploration for Vizsla Resources. This company has gotten a lot of excitement, gotten a lot of attention in the market in recent weeks and months. You're a silver explorer in Mexico, but you seem to have a quite exceptional project and a lot of excitement already and a lot of excitement ahead. Can you give our audience kind of a brief introduction overview of what you have going on?
Yeah, thank you, Brian. We've just been able to consolidate the Panuco Kokopelli district in Sinaloa, in southern Sinaloa in Mexico. We're the first group to have done a deal with two Mexican groups that's consolidated the entire property. It's got bonanza grade silver, up to 4.2 kilos silver equivalent, and a huge district.
And so what kind of results have you gotten so far, and in what are you, is vein hosted, structurally controlled, high-grade silver? Are you getting surface expressions of the structure and indications of how far it may extend?
It's a very unusual property to explain because it's simultaneously extremely advanced. The option is to acquire a mill, mines, infrastructure, permitting, which is something people undervalue everywhere, particularly in Mexico. But at the same time, it's almost virgin exploration ground because we did the deal with two private Mexican groups and it's seen next to no modern exploration. So we're fortunate that we can map its surface. We have over 75 Ks of cumulative vein strike length.
Really?
Huge footprint. And we can sample its surface, we can go underground on these mines, and we've been able to get sort of narrow high grades, half 1 metre at 3-4 kilos silver equivalent, and then 3, 4, 5 metre intersections at 500 grams, 1,000 grams silver equivalent.
So good mining width.
Amazing, yes.
So some of the typical characteristics of silver mining in Mexico is that once they find the vein, it's remarkably consistent. It can go for kilometers and kilometers, and typically a small time or a silver mining operation would never really develop a resource because they knew they would have that. They would just follow the vein underground. And that, in effect, is what a lot of companies today are going back and finding these historic projects and applying modern exploration and developing resources and doing it the proper way that we do today. Very rare to see virgin exploration for silver in Mexico.
Yeah, I agree. I think if this project was in Durango or Zacatecas, it would be owned by a mid-tier company. This project doesn't have a geology map. We're the first group to do the basic level of
That's got to be exciting from a geologist standpoint, huh?
So our approach has been, we're just visiting all these veins and sampling, and then we've followed up with detailed mapping in the interesting areas. And just this week, we found an entirely new vein, the Paloma vein. We sampled 3.4 metres at 550 silver equivalent, nearly a kilo intersection in the middle of that. And no one's mined it, no one's worked it. It was just our detailed mapping. That's the prospectivity on the project.
So not to misuse or overuse a pun, but you're literally scratching the surface here from what you've seen.
It's cliche, but it's real.
Yeah. So the size of the property again, give us an idea of that and the size of the strike lengths that you're kind of seeing from surface expressions on these veins.
Yeah, so we've got just short of a 10,000 hectare claim package. So we've secured the whole district. And epithermals have ore shoots along the veins, and so as you were sort of alluding to, if you don't have a lot of veins, you're not going to build a big resource. To date, we have cumulatively 75 kilometres of vein extent, and that stacks up with some of the major silver districts in Mexico.
Now, are these veins kind of on an echelon? Are they parallel to each other, or are they large that you have to follow each one? Or
we've got two series of veins, and I'm the geologist, so I'll try not to bore you, but we've got a series of northwest trending veins, and they're wider veins, and then we have a series of northeast trending veins that are often got narrow but really high grade, and particularly where they meet are great spots to go and put ore shoots.
So when you drill this, you're going to go perpendicular to the veins. You can hit vein after vein and build resource that way?
Yeah, we've had a few people ask, have you considered geophysics, have you considered this other work? And we will down the path, but at the moment we can just walk up to the vein and sample it, and that's our immediate drill targets.
So what are you doing right now? Are you drilling right now? Where are you in that in your exploration right now?
So,
what stage?
So a couple of things. The key thing we did was close a $6 million raise in December last year at 40 cents. And so that's given us the funding to start a 14,500 metre drill program. So we've just doubled our team. We now have 10 geologists working the project. And we've just started with the drill rig. So we'll be a very aggressive explorer this year.
So a silver explorer that's delivering news, and a lot of news in the near term. You know that you've got high grade right in front of you. I've talked a bit with people about, if you know that we're in a gold bull market, if you like gold, you have to love silver. Silver companies offer a lot of leverage to the gold move, and silver explorers offer a lot of leverage to in that spectrum of silver companies. So very exciting. Vizsla Resources, kind of one of the big buzz companies at this event. Everybody's talking about it and everybody's excited about the future. Thank you for giving us an introduction to it.
Thanks, Brian.
Appreciate it.